Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. We're just moments away now before we get a special address from the White House. Trump's 100 days, very, very exciting tariff resolutions about to be announced. We've got the markets now up today on all the drama around Trump and on Amazon. Let's get straight to it. Here we go.
Alrighty, so obviously a little bit of an announcement. Happy 100 days. I know this was on your calendar, wasn't it? It should be. Happy 100 days, everyone. Just hours after President Trump took the oath of office, Secretary of State Marco Rubio was confirmed in a historic bipartisan vote of 99-0. From day one, he got right to work, and I can certainly attest to that. As I said in my first briefing, Secretary Rubio promised to deliver a foreign policy grounded in President Trump's vision, one that would make America stronger, safer, and more prosperous. 100 days later, that promise is being kept. Secretary Rubio has returned the department to the fundamentals of diplomacy, engaging in the persuasion and power of face-to-face meetings around the globe, reminding our partners that being friends with the United States brings benefits that improve the quality of everyone's lives. Here at the State Department, we are rewarding performance based on merit, demanding accountability for every tax dollar spent, and ensuring every policy serves the interests of the American people. To restore integrity and results-driven foreign assistance, the Department and USAID have saved the American taxpayers billions of dollars by ending outdated and misaligned foreign aid programs. Instead, we are prioritizing core U.S. policies. That includes the life-saving response in Uganda, where more than 75 American experts worked hand-in-hand with local officials to officially end Uganda's 2025 Ebola outbreak, a tremendous global health achievement. The Secretary has traveled extensively, and don't I know it, to 15 countries, deepening U.S. diplomatic ties and securing major foreign policy wins, from Panama's decision to withdraw from China's Belt and Road Initiative to his leadership in bringing Ukraine and Russia to the table to discuss a path towards peace, leading the nations closer to peace than ever before. His efforts to protect our homeland are having a global impact. We've designated 6 violent Mexican cartels, along with TDA and MS-13, as foreign terrorist organizations to block their financial networks and bar their entry into the United States. Our border is more secure than ever, and illegal crossings at our southwest border have dropped by 95% since 2024. This is due to President Trump's leadership and Secretary Rubio's historic action to secure agreements with Guatemala, Panama, and El Salvador to intercept and deport illegal aliens who enter their territories. And to further build regional peace, Secretary Rubio signed a declaration of principles between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, launching a pathway to stability in the region. In the Middle East, he is actively working with Israel, Arab partners, and the European Union to shape post-war governance in Gaza and lay the groundwork for Arab-led reconstruction efforts, aligning with President Trump's long-term vision for peace in the region. He also has reinforced the United States as the premier strategic partner for Gulf allies, resulting in 2 landmark investment commitments from the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia for technology, defense, and infrastructure. Those deals total $2 trillion in investments. We've also brought Americans home. Through diplomacy, we've helped secure the release of dozens of unjustly detained U.S. citizens, bringing them back to their families where they belong. We've reinstated Cuba as a state sponsor of terrorism, sanctioned Iran's shadow oil fleet and Houthi financiers, as well as designated the Houthis as a foreign terrorist organization. These steps send a clear message. Under this administration, there will be consequences for supporting terrorism. 100 days in, the results are undeniable. This is American diplomacy the American people deserve: decisive, accountable, and unapologetically America first. And I do believe that you may have some questions. Andrea Mitchell, who is now surprised.
Andrea.
Hi, good afternoon. Andrea Mitchell.
It was all set up.
She is, well, She was thinking she had some extra time. But this afternoon, it's morning somewhere. In Los Angeles, it's the morning. In Hawaii, it's very early. What can I do for you? Or should I ask? I will go to Matt Lee first.
I'll start.
Well, no, shall we? Finally, I'm asking the questions.
It's fine with me.
All right, here's what we'll do. We will go with Matt, and then I will come back to you.
I just have two very brief.
You set that up as who set this up.
I did not.
All right, sir.
Wait a second.
And now I've missed you. Everyone missed you. It was notably different here in the room with you gallivanting around London for some reason. But here we are now. We're all together.
Secretary who never showed up.
But
anyway. So listen, since I was away last week, and I know this came up last week, but I just want to try and get a fine point, put a fine point on it, which is that tomorrow is the 50th anniversary of the fall of Saigon, and the end of the Vietnam War. There have been reports that the U.S. has instructed or otherwise advised U.S. diplomats in Vietnam not to attend commemoration ceremonies. Is that true? Because the answer that we keep getting is that the U.S. and Vietnam are strong partners, and this, and they invited people, but there's no decision one way or another. So, is it correct that they've been told or advised not to attend?
Well, as well as most people here, if not even better, after decades, that I'm not going to discuss conversations that we've had with our diplomats here or overseas. But I will, in the event people are curious about the answer you expect, I will provide you an answer, and everyone else as well. The United States and Vietnam have a robust bilateral relationship, and we are committed to deepening and broadening those ties. We look forward to working with the Vietnamese government and the people of Vietnam to address shared challenges and opportunities. And considering, again, half a century ago, when that ended, we now, of course, have a generation, my generation, that it is amazing to be able to say that, to have this relationship with Vietnam as a good relationship and one that is bilateral and robust. So that is a very good example of what can happen over the time of about 50 years. Okay. Did you have a second question?
Well, but just on this,
Sure.
Are U.S. diplomats going to be participating in these?
I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not going to discuss what has been suggested or not suggested, or communications with our allies and or our diplomats in foreign countries. Yes, sir.
Thanks. I have two questions. The first, there's reporting today that 4,000 visas for students with criminal records were revoked in the first 100 days of the administration. That's a number that's higher than we've seen before. So I wanted to see if I could get more fidelity on that. And then I had a different topic.
Well, I know that consular affairs and the State Department do not discuss the details of visas. We do not provide statistics. We do not discuss numbers. And so I would just remind people that certainly I wouldn't comment on a number that has been printed somewhere. What I can tell you is that it's something that we don't provide.
And then separately, there's reporting that Iraq has arrested an ISIS suspect linked to the New Orleans terror attack on New Year's. Is the state have any comment on that or any participation?
I spoke with the secretary a little earlier. I did not ask him about that. So let's take that back. And I certainly would hope to speak with him again and can ask him that, and we'll get that back to you, certainly. And now, Andrea Mitchell. Yes.
I wanted to ask about Ukraine.
Okay.
Russia has continuously been bombing Ukraine. Kyiv the other day, more bombing overnight, after calling for a ceremonial ceasefire, a 3-day ceasefire next week to honor, so they can celebrate and honor their World War II victory. But they have still not agreed, I believe almost 50 days since it was first proposed, to the ceasefire, the 30-day ceasefire that Ukraine has accepted. And now, as well, Foreign Minister Lavrov, in an interview, has said that the Russian Commission includes the demilitarization.
Excuse me.
He says denazification, which is a false statement, but the demilitarization of Ukraine as part of their agenda, as well as the lifting of sanctions, withdrawing lawsuits, canceling arrest warrants, and the like. First of all, the U.S. reaction to the continual bombing in Ukraine by Russia, and second of all, the Russian demand for demilitarizing.
Hamish, I've no idea where you got that idea from.
Consider
I've got more shares than
requiring
ever
the
before.
demilitarizing
Not sold all my
of
shares at all.
Ukraine as a condition of a peace plan.
Well, you know I can't and would not discuss what the options were or what's on the minds of our diplomats. And I understand, and I hear from people outside of this briefing room and certainly from all of you, and it's your job to ask. But that is not something we can do. It's harmful to get ahead of what our experts, what our diplomats, what the Secretary of State, what the President of the United States, the most powerful people in the world meeting to find a resolution to this. And discussing it or speculating does not help. It increases, I think, fear and confusion. So I won't do that. But I do have something I can tell you that the Secretary said to me about the situation just a short time ago, Andrea Mitchell. We are now at a time where concrete proposals need to be delivered by the two parties on how to end this conflict. How we proceed from here is a decision that belongs now to the President. If there is not progress, we will step back as mediators in this process.
Well, he said on Meet the Press that this week was going to be pivotal.
Oh, sure. This sounds like a
Paraphrasing.
pivotal statement to me.
Yeah. So is there some sort of a time frame?
Well, he
to what
said now.
he's just said?
He said now is the time where concrete proposals need to be delivered by the two parties in the conflict. And if there is not progress, which we leave, of course, I'm not going to speculate on what that timeline means to the President or to the Secretary. But that is a very distinct statement from the Secretary. Both the Secretary and the President are very transparent men, and the American people have been watching this process openly, which itself is kind of a new experience. But that is what he said to me just a little bit ago.
Can you
right.
speak to his level of
That
frustration?
is correct. I only
with the
invest in the
process?
S&P
well,
500.
no,
Statement.
I will not channel the
That's
Secretary.
correct. I own
He
no
again,
individual
is
stocks
very
other
available.
than VU, which is the
And
S&P
he has
500.
been, again, you saw him this weekend on television, and he's a very clear, often unguarded, transparent man who cares about the nature of what is transpiring on this planet in a very unique position to make a difference.
So I
And
sold
that is
my
what he
original
wants to
stocks
do.
like
Yes,
14
sir.
months ago, if that's what you're referring to.
What the
Live on the show.
Secretary has said. You quoted him as saying concrete proposals need to be delivered by both sides. Proposals on what?
Well, obviously, to end the conflict.
So you
I
expect-
mean, clearly it's about what they've been working toward is a ceasefire, a complete, full, durable ceasefire. Right? Not a 3-day moment so you can celebrate something else. A complete, durable ceasefire and an end to the conflict.
Does this mean that the proposals that the United States had on the table, is it off the table now that you're seeking?
I'm not going to speculate on what the statement that's been made here means about things that have existed or have been discussed before. It's just what he has said today, and I think it's clear.
Fair enough. And my second question on North Korea, they acknowledge finally that they apparently have sent their men, their soldiers to fight for Russia in Ukraine. Does this change your approach, your view to the conflict at all? And any response that you could come up with?
Well, we know this is pretty simple.
This is live right
North Korea is
now. I
not
don't know
being
why people are
helpful.
asking that.
They're
This
not
is
being
live.
helpful.
You can see the clock
there
above
are
my
other
head.
nations that also
There's
are
the clock.
facilitating
It tells you it's live on
this
YouTube.
carnage.
This is live
and,
news.
Their actions make
I'm
it
always
possible
live.
to continue.
12 hours a
Third
day.
countries, like North Korea,
And I'm answering your
have
questions too.
perpetuated the Russia-Ukraine war, and they bear responsibility for it. We continue, North Korea.
We're getting some very silly
speaking about
comments,
North
so I'm
Korea
going
and,
to go to
third-
members
other
only.
third
We haven't got
countries, like
time
North
for
Korea.
nonsense. We are
We
talking
continue
to
to be
investors.
concerned by North Korea's
We're going
direct
to members
involvement
only.
in the war, North Korea's military deployment to Russia, and any support provided by the Russian Federation to the DPRK in return must end.
In 3, 2,
Russia's training
1.
of North Korean soldiers directly
Members,
violates Security
investors,
Council
comments
resolutions 1718, 1874, and 2270, which collectively impose a broad prohibition on providing or receiving military training or assistance to or from the DPRK. All right. Yes, sir.
There's a
Go ahead.
conditional-
Yes, sir.
Mehmet Budak has become a
on the
member.
Middle East, UN Rights Chief Volker Turk today called for
Welcome,
concerted
Mehmet.
efforts
to end
I'll give you all your
the
perks
Israeli
at the end.
blockade of the Gaza Strip. And
Answer all your
Amnesty
questions.
International accused Israel of committing a live-streamed genocide against Palestinians. We heard President Trump on Friday acknowledge the suffering of people in Gaza and the need for aid to go in. What is the department's view of the ongoing blockade, and will the secretary push to lift it? And I have a second question.
President Trump said just a few
I'm
days
not aware
ago
of any
that there is a very big need for
shortages,
medicine and
William,
food
at all.
regarding, of course, Gaza and Gaza aid, and that we are taking care of it.
What does
And
that
again,
mean?
within the framework
Yes,
of
I made the prediction the markets would go up today,
the actions, the efforts,
and they are. Here
as
we
we've
are.
discussed, I
I'm
think
fully
every
invested,
briefing,
as you know.
which is appropriate. I think the President of the United States making that statement makes clear that actions being considered and taken, and that the President is working on it.
So we are taking care of it. How will that translate to actual action?
Well, we'll find out. He's not a slow man. Also, the United States, of course, supports the flow of humanitarian
I made $20,000 in just the last week. In fact, it's 36,000
by terrorist
with the
groups
rolling
such as
8-9
Hamas
days.
and the Palestinian Islamic Jihad. But for one thing,
All
we
as
certainly,
predicted.
I think I can say generally about the president, is that when he says something, he acts, and he doesn't lollygag. And in this particular case, with both men setting these first 100 days as the hallmark of the nature of where they've both been personally committed, Secretary Rubio and President Trump, it is on peace and ceasefires for both Ukraine and Russia, and certainly in Gaza. And his noting what he wants to accomplish in that regard. Again, there's a very big need for medicine, food, and we're taking care of it. So it will not be long, I'm sure, to see the results of his work.
There was a second question.
Yes, sir.
Senator Sanders is holding a
Yes, sir.
press-
Go ahead, please.
I've now got
Thanks, Tammy.
$373,000 invested. I started with $5,000, no options, no shorts,
unless mistaken,
no
I haven't
crypto,
seen
just the
any
S&P,
reaction,
$5,000 to
official reaction,
$373,000.
by the White House or the
Live
State
on the show,
Department
in
or
front of
officials
everyone
on
over the last 4
election,
years.
Oh, I have one.
Victory last night of
Yes.
Mark Carney
Yes,
as
indeed.
the Prime Minister, and he pledged today that a united Canada would confront the President.
Well,
Your
here's
thoughts?
what we can say about Canada. The United States extends its congratulations to Prime Minister Mark Carney and his party on their win in Canada's recent federal elections. The U.S.-Canada relationship remains one of the most extensive in the world. We look forward to working with Prime Minister Carney's government, particularly on key issues such as trade fairness, combating illegal immigration, halting the flow of fentanyl and other dangerous drugs, and countering the Chinese Communist Party influence in our hemisphere. All right. Yeah, Daphne.
Thank you. On Syria, we're reporting that the Syrian foreign minister is set to meet with senior U.S. State Department officials later today in New York. Who will he meet from state, and what will Washington's
Stock
message
reviews
be to announcing
again
sanctions
tomorrow.
relief?
Well, of course, we know that we can
I'll
confirm
do
that
3
some
reviews
representatives
tomorrow,
of the Syrian
live on the
interim
show.
authorities are in New York for various UN meetings, but you knew that. We continue to assess our Syria policy cautiously and will judge the interim authorities by their actions. We are not normalizing diplomatic relations with Syria at this time, and I can preview nothing for you regarding any meetings. I have no meetings at all to be able to describe or to confirm for you.
Okay.
Are you have
I
a
have
follow-up?
another question
follow
on
up.
Cuba, but if there's other questions.
All right, go ahead. Cuba. All
Okay.
right.
Cuba today arrested high-profile dissident Jose Daniel Ferrer for violating the terms of his parole just 3 months after releasing him from jail as part of a Vatican-brokered deal with the Biden administration. And Felix Navarro, another high-profile dissident, was also arrested. Does the State Department have any reaction to these arrests?
Yes, we do. We strongly condemn the brutal treatment and unjust detention of Cuban patriots Jose Daniel Ferrer and his wife and young son, as well as Felix Navarro and other pro-democracy activists. We call for the immediate release of the hundreds of unjustly detained political prisoners and prisoners of conscience that the Cuban regime holds. All right, now who is somebody in the back? We were following up here. Syria?
Yes.
Yes, please. So go ahead.
In the jails in Syria, there are around 9,500 terrorists from ISIS. And I wonder whether the United States is going to ease the sanctions so those terrorists in Syria don't take advantage of the situation there. Also, there was yesterday civil unrest near Damascus. I wonder whether you have any comment on that. Thank you.
I cannot comment on the nature of what's happening inside of Syria or the nature of the reaction of our government or of the State Department. I'm sorry about that. Yes, sir.
Spain and Portugal suffered yesterday a massive blackout. Has the United States provided any support to them, and does it have any information of what were the causes?
We're all curious about that. It was kind of terrifying to see for all of our friends in Spain and Portugal. One thing I can tell you, of interest, of course, also to the State Department, is that there was no impact on the operation of our missions in Spain or Portugal. Electricity was fully restored to our missions as of this morning. And at this point, I could just refer you to the governments of Portugal and Spain for further information about what has happened. I know they're looking into it, obviously, but at this point, I have nothing further. All right. Yes.
Following up on your comments from Secretary Rubio on the Ukraine proposals, our understanding is Ukraine and the Europeans have presented a counter proposal to what was put on the table by the United States. Should we take this as a rejection of their counter proposal?
I think you should take it as what the Secretary meant, which is that what is happening now is that what we expect from them are concrete proposos on how to end the situation. So that's his statement. I would not expand on it as those are the words he used for me. I think it's very, very distinct that now we are at the time where concrete proposals need to be delivered by the two parties on how to end the conflict. How we proceed from here is now a decision of the president's. If there is not progress, we will step back as mediators of the process.
And does he have any follow-on conversations planned with his Ukrainian and European counterparts? I saw he spoke with
nothing that I can report as of this moment, but clearly this is not a closing of the door. This is now a next step, which I hope that we are able to see. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Do you think that in first 100 days, President Trump was able to make America more great again, make America more richer again, make America more safer again?
Are you setting me up?
No, I'm just asking your opinion. I'm just asking your opinion.
The ultimate freezing moment. I am standing here because of my faith in the President of the United States prior to him winning this particular election, knowing from his past what he's accomplished. Of course, the American people have felt the same way in returning him to this office after 4 years that were not good for the people of this country, economically or otherwise. There are an extraordinary number of accomplishments ranging from the closed border, inflation going down, people at tables to discuss peace and ceasefires that never anyone had imagined or was able to accomplish previously, in addition to the nature of the idea that the State Department, as an example, that we have a responsibility when it comes to the money that is spent, that American taxpayers might have been the forgotten man and woman of the past, but they are now remembered again, and that the money that we spend is theirs, that they have worked for, and a commitment to the values and the nature of what matters to the United States. So we're doing these larger issues, but also, of course, every day we discuss the nature of what's happening in the world based on those values, and these men and women deciding to live their lives, including the men and women who I speak of often in this room, who anonymously have spent their lives, decades in many cases, to help make sure that the people leading this country of either party have the information they need to make sure this nation is safe and secure. We now have an administration that is implementing those values and making it clear to the American people. And it's been 100 days, and already we know that tremendous change has happened. And it will continue to happen under the leadership of President Trump, his entire cabinet. But I'm standing at the State Department because of the leadership of Marco Rubio And it's an exciting and good time for the globe. So the answer is yes.
Yesterday's State Department press statement says that the United States is in touch with the leadership of both Pakistan and India, and
that is correct.
Trying to calm down the situation. Do you have something to say?
Yes, the Secretary also gave me a note about that as well, sir. So we are reaching out regarding the Kashmir situation, India and Pakistan, that he said we are reaching out to both parties. And telling, of course, them to not escalate the situation. The Secretary expects to speak with the foreign ministers of Pakistan and India as early as today or tomorrow. He is encouraging other national leaders, other foreign ministers, to also reach out to the countries on this issue. So it is, again, as I've noted, every day action is being taken. In this case, the Secretary speaking directly to his counterparts in India and Pakistan. We expect certainly the impact he's usually had with the individuals he's spoken with, and certainly with President Trump's leadership, India and Pakistan, having those conversations. It's very important for them. And yes, sir, yes, I've been...
There were, on Monday, 68 mostly Ethiopian migrants killed in a detention center in Yemen. Are you in a position to confirm now that this was the result of U.S. military action?
I'm not prepared to speak about that. What I can tell you is that Houthi attacks continue to hinder international trade routes in the Red Sea region and have cost the global economy billions. That must stop. And we are aware of various reports in the region, and we are referring questions first to the Department of Defense, but also I will have us take this back to see what more we can have for you later this week regarding that issue. Absolutely.
And just to follow up on Pakistan.
All right, Pakistan, certainly.
A Pakistani minister made a statement about performing dirty work for the United States while also denying the existence of Lashkar-e-Toiba in Pakistan. What is the State Department's response to that?
Well, as I've noted, the only thing I'm really prepared to discuss here is the fact that the Secretary of State is going to be speaking with the foreign ministers of both countries.
And will that be raised? What
I can tell you, obviously, we're also monitoring the developments across the board in that region. We, as you know, at multiple levels, I have to say, are in touch with the governments of India and Pakistan, not just at the foreign minister level, certainly, but at multiple levels. We, of course, are encouraging all parties to work together for a responsible solution. The world is watching this, but I have no additional details in that regard. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
On whether there has been any further collaboration between the United States and Pakistan since Pakistan facilitated the arrest of an ISIS suspect last month.
Yeah, I recall that we appreciated that arrest when it occurred, and I said so here at this podium. But at this point, I think what we should all be looking for is the results of the conversations the Secretary has today with the foreign ministers of both of those countries.
Ms. Tammy on Pakistan follow-up, please.
Yes, certainly. Go ahead.
Congratulations on your 100 days completion.
Thank you, sir.
So the Secretary, Senor Rubio, already spoke to Pakistan Foreign Minister in these 100 days. But the problem is that the entire U.S. Congress has voted that the election last year were rigged. Recently, your congressional leaders went to Pakistan, which includes a general, a very respectable general. He said that things are not going well, and unelected leaders are ruling Pakistan illegally. So,
well, we have a very specific environment right now, with very specific requirements that the Secretary of State is taking care of and engaging in, and we're gonna leave it at that. And as a matter of fact, I've got an event I need to be going to regarding
just one.
As a matter of fact, we'll take one more question perhaps on this issue. The young man there with the glasses there in the center here. Yes, sir.
I mean, moving to Indo-Pacific a little bit. First question on Taiwan. Today marks the first 100 days of Trump administration, but also marks the 100th day that we don't have an AIT chairperson yet. So when can we expect a new AIT chairperson? Second question being that I don't think Secretary Rubio has traveled to Asia. Does he have any plan to travel to Asia in near future and meeting with his Chinese counterpart in the near future? Thank you.
Well, I don't have an answer to the first question. We can perhaps take that back and see if we can get something for you. And at this point in time, I don't have anything to report to you about the Secretary's travels. But what I will tell you as to what I am going to hear is the Secretary meeting with families of Japanese abductees. He is going to be meeting with a delegation of the Japanese legislative members, family members, and advocates for Japanese citizens abducted by North Korea. We will have a readout for you that will be released following that meeting. And that is what I'm heading to now. Thank you all very much. We have a very, very exciting week, and happy 100 days. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Okay, that's all we're getting there from that. Now, I was expecting something more. However, we didn't get it, but I will keep my eye out for what's coming later. We have a speech later from Donald Trump on the 100 days. I'm waiting to get this. I'm looking at what's next. So we're on standby for that. This is what's coming later, so I'm going to keep my eye on this. We will be covering this later. Donald Trump is going to speak, and when I get the information, I will bring it to you. But I can just tell you that we've had a very, very busy day today, as I anticipated and as I predicted. I said the market would rally on the 100-day. We've got announcements about China coming later, and Korea, and Japan. All that's coming later. Plus, we've had quite a crazy day. I'm just going to bring this up to you now and just show you what you may have missed, just to give you a chance to catch up if you've not seen it. So on the homepage of the channel, if you're looking on the homepage where you are right now, you see it's got this live stream now where I'm live right now. Always, if it says it's live, it's live. I've explained all of that. Scroll down and you can see what you've just missed this morning. Let me go down to past live streams. So we started off this morning with the very early in the morning. We had Sensei go live. He's now going live every day, 1 hour before me, doing your weather forecast, your chart forecast for the day, so you can be prepared before I go live for your trades of the day. So every morning, Sensei is going to be live at 6:30 Central Time, 12:30 midday in the UK, 1 hour before me every trading day. All right, very, very exciting. That's a new thing we've just added to the show. We then went into, so you'll see him tomorrow morning, an hour before me. Then we had the British Petroleum BP earnings, fascinating earnings. You want to go and watch that one. Very important. And then we had news on the trade war, and I told you all about China's deal being done, about to be announced. What's happening there, the fact they've taken away the tariffs. If you've missed that, there it is on the homepage. Then we had the Pfizer earnings, very important earnings, that one. I've said to you the strongest sector is the finance sector, followed by energy and pharmaceuticals. I've told you that J&J would do well. It did well today. Its earnings was great. It's going straight to $200. I've been telling you that for a year now. You've still got a chance to get it. It's gone up a lot since I've said that, but it is going up. And then we had Hostile Act, Amazon. Unbelievable what happened here. If you've missed that, you need to go and check that out. And then a deal with China. I gave you further information about the deal with China. And then we've got where we're live right now, which is this Trump 100 celebration. That was the first announcement. The next one will come from Trump later. Trump himself. So stand by for that. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is, just before I leave, I'm going to record a special announcement video for everyone who needs to know what's happening. All right, let me read this. Thanks for doing that, Sensei. Yep, that's a good addition. Yes, I thought you'd like it. Looking good internationally with deals. Will be good to see the confirmations coming in. Looking broadly, it's been a transformative 100 days, said Saab. TSS stock, can you do a review on that stock? They have earnings soon. Yes, I can. If you do a minimum of $5 super chat, it will go on the list. Tomorrow we start doing reviews again. However, if you do a $5 super chat, it will be at the bottom of the list, about 11 or 12 from the top. I will do a couple at least tomorrow. However, if you'd like to go to the top, the top review at the moment is $10. So if you'd like to go $11 or more, you'll be top and you'll be the first one to be done tomorrow. The choice is yours. Okay, so I'm now going to make an announcement video. This is for everyone. This will go out to members first and then everybody else later. You're seeing me make it live, but I want to just to announce this so everyone knows what is going on. Okay, so here we go. Let me do this at the end. So this is end sensei. Okay. How many dollars super chat for an earnings call? It's a minimum of $5, but it depends which one it is now because we're getting fully booked. Tell me what day you want first. It's $5 normally, but sometimes it's 10 if there's like half a dozen people all want the same or want different ones. What is it you're looking for?
Mehmet Budak donated 100 Swedish krona through a super chat. $10, of course.
So what is it you'd like? What was the super chat for? Mehmet, what was the super chat for? I see. TSS stock. Okay, right. That goes. Let's have a look. That is second on the list. Let me write it down for you. So this is TSS stock. TSS. What company is that? I just want to make sure I've got it right. TSS. Do you mean this company here? TSS Inc. Comprehensive Server Planning, Design, Development, Maintenance and Mission. Is this one the one you mean? I want to make sure that this is the one. I'm sure it is. It just says that. Is that the company you are looking at? If so, just confirm. All right, that's second on the list. Is that the one you want? Just confirm to me that is the one you want. And then we can confirm that for you. Right. Let me tidy this up a little bit. Is that the one? Thank you so much. Yes, it is. You are very welcome. My pleasure. Okay. Make sure I've got this set for the next event. Yes, I have. Okay. We're a very, very busy day today. I love it. Yes, it is. Okay. So you asked, which earnings call, which earnings call are you looking for? Oh, okay. Xinhua Energy, May 28th. May 28th. Well, let me first see if I'm already fully booked. May 28th. So May 28th. As in court. Let's have a look. Earnings call. Let me see if I can do it for you. As in court. I know why you're interested in that. The nuclear as in court. I spelt it wrong. As in court energy. Why is that not showing up? Okay. It's not showing up anywhere. This is a new company, isn't it? And it might not have posted anything, as in Core Energy. Let me just see. I know I did a review on this one. Investors, let me just check. Presentation. January. That'll be April. They haven't, right. It'll be, I don't know. It'll be $5 or $10. I don't know exactly because they haven't posted the date yet. So I don't know what it's competing with. So I don't honestly know. So the answer is, I don't know when their earnings call is. I'm looking at their website. Wow, that's a weird website. What's all that about? That does some weird stuff. I'm looking at the next earnings call. They've not posted when their next call is, so I don't know. So at the moment, I can't say. April 29th, inquiries, is there an earnings? No, there is nothing advertised yet. We don't know when the next earnings call is. So the answer is I don't know at the moment. It'll be $5 or $10 once it's available, but it's not available at the moment, so I honestly can't answer that question, all right? Okay. Now, we're going to wrap this up because I've got my next event to get ready for, which is the Trump announcement. All right, I just wait until then because to my broker it says 28th of May. Well, that was yesterday. Oh, I beg your pardon. That's next month, isn't it? 28th of May. Well, they haven't posted anything, so I don't know where you're getting that from. Let me have a look here. AZZ. Yeah, I've not got confirmation of that anywhere. I'll check one more thing. As in court energy. I'm trying to find out for you, but it's not proving very. AZUR. Nope, not there either. Earnings. Latest quarter earnings. No estimates, no estimate. Yeah, they're not posting their event anywhere. No. So I've got no evidence of when that's going to be. I don't know how a brokerage can know because the company themselves aren't letting anyone know. So there is nothing. So the answer is I cannot give you an estimate. Right, all right, it's okay. I can wait until then. Thank you always. Always, Bar. I try to answer everyone's questions and do the best to find information, but it's not available yet. Right. Now then, very shortly, I'm going to cover live Donald Trump speaking about the tariffs and the 100 days and so on and so forth. That's happening next. I'm waiting for the time to be confirmed. So if you want to make sure that you don't miss it, first of all, follow me on X or Instagram. That way I post it, my Discord Premium as well. When you click on that link for Discord, please do not click on join server. You have to subscribe to the server. There is no more free ones. If you do, you won't see anything. You have to click and become a subscriber. It's a couple of bucks a month if you want that service, and that's the only way you can talk to me directly. You can send me direct messages and I answer your questions that way as well. Plus all the training videos that are being done, they're being recorded tomorrow. I've just spoken to Sensei. They're being done tomorrow. So there you go. And also, if you want to make sure that you don't miss anything, make sure that you've subscribed by ringing the bell, set to all notifications, and you'll know, because I'm going to be back very shortly with Donald Trump's live 100-day speech about what's he doing with the tariffs. So there we go. There is the all. You need to click that and ring the bell so you don't miss anything at all. All right? Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to end this poll. And I was asking you, are you happy with the first 100 days? 53% say yes, 34% say no, 13% undecided. Okay, that's how you voted. Thank you very much indeed. I think we've got everything. Nothing else coming out from the White House just yet. We've got our event set up for Trump's live speech. I've got that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send you over to the extra channel. So that way you can talk live to each other, but also I can give you the link the moment I have it posted and what's going to happen. So let me give you this now, live now on extra. Here you go, live now. Whoops. Live now on extra. Okay, there it is. Let me pin that to the top. Okay, I'll take a short break. I'll see you back as soon as we get any information from Trump at all. We'll be live with that. Oh, hang on. I've just had a post come through. Ah, I knew it. I knew it. Amazon denied reports that it plans to display the cost. I knew that was a lie. Why didn't Amazon do this when the Biden administration hiked? Amazon denied reports that it plans to display the cost of tariffs. There we go. A false claim. Okay. Flipping well knew it. Unbelievable. Okay. Unbelievable. I'm not even going to make a video on it because there's just too much to do, but I can just tell you now, Amazon denies reports of plans to display cost of tariffs on website. So all that was a load of flipping nonsense. When Caroline Leavitt came out and created that nonsense, that was the worst journalism and worst White House guff I've ever seen. Literally. Made up stuff on the spot. It was nonsense. Absolute bloody nonsense that was. Absolute bloody nonsense. And there it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that. I've got the confirmation. Amazon denied all reports that it plans to display the cost of US tariffs next to the total price of products listed on the website. The White House said today they did that and they didn't. Just ridiculous. All right, now you all know. Bloody nonsense. William, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what this is. You're a great public speaker and no trace of... I don't know what that means. I don't read stuff out I don't understand. I don't know why you want me to say that. I don't know what it actually means. So that's why I've not read it out. I don't know what it means. If I don't know what something is, I just don't comment on it. I don't know what it means. Right, I was going to make this public statement, wasn't I? I haven't had a chance to do it yet. So let me do that now. Okay. Let's do it now. Try that again. I'll try that again. Okay. There we go. Two big statements to make this morning about the direction of our channel. Our network, I should say. From tomorrow morning, things get a whole lot more exciting. Tomorrow morning, for the very first time, well, the second time really, we had a trial and it worked. But tomorrow morning and every trading day. Sensei will be live doing the chart forecast of the day. See it like the weather forecast. Every morning you tune in 1 hour before the normal time, which is 6:30 a.m. Central Time, which is 12:30 midday in the UK. Sensei will be going live doing your forecast of the day. Will it rain? Will it be sunshine? Will it be a bullish day or a bearish day? Preparing the news, preparing the charts for you in the morning. How can you afford to miss this? 1 hour before me. If it's really important, he might surprise you and go a little bit earlier than that. But you can rely on 6:30 Central Time in the morning, 1 hour before I normally go live, and then I will take over with my opening bell show. Join Sensei every morning. Very, very exciting for the forecast of the day. Think of it as a weather forecast. We'll bring you live every morning. Now, there may be more from Sensei throughout the day as well. He's going to be watching and monitoring the news all day, every trading day. There'll be lots more surprises and things coming up in the near future as well. So in case you don't want to miss this, make sure you tap the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. For all of you that became members of our channel, we just added a whole load more stuff for the same price. I promised you membership would never go up. That includes inflation. And now you've got even more services. Every trading day, 1 hour before me. Could surprise you and go even more than that. You will get the forecast of the day. Prepare for the charts, knowing if it's a bullish day or a bearish day. Know the buy zone, the sell zone and support levels. I will then join you for the opening bell. Throughout the day, there could be more, and there are many more things in process that we are adding to the channel and the network. There are 3 channels after all. We are a network. Thank you very much indeed for your support this far. We're coming up just 2 months to go. Not even that actually. Less than 2 months for our 4th anniversary. My aim is to grow the best, most live, most honest, real network in the world. Beating Bloomberg, CNBC, all the major news channels, bringing you the fastest, the best, the most honest, most trusted, always live, always accountable. Phone line is always open. You can always call in, question, challenge, anything. All members can access me directly through Discord. It's now premium only. If you want to message me, friend request me, send me direct private messages, you can through Discord. I will reply to everyone's messages and everyone's comments. Join me first thing in the morning, every trading day for the forecast of the day with Sensei. Click above my head for all the links, down below in the description, over here and over here. I shall put more things that you'll find useful. Join us in the morning and every day. Until then, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, I'll put that out as its own video in a minute. Good. What was your thoughts on that? Can I get some reaction? There's 195 of you watching. Can I have your thoughts and reactions to that? You like that idea? Hi, everyone. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Was wondering why I saw Sensei's video of the charts this morning. Well, now you know. Now you know. We're adding more and more. Martin, I'll be waking up 4 a.m. now. Well, go to bed early, get up early, you get a lot more done. That's what I say. What do you think about that? Everybody excited about it? That was good, Mehmet. Okay, good stuff. I hope you liked it. I'll put it out as a video now so everyone can know what is going on. That was good. All right. You like it? All right, good. Okay, I'm going to leave you all now. I have to get ready for the Trump announcement. And we're just constantly trying to provide the best service to bring you the best we could possibly be. And I'm very proud of what we've done here. I don't think anyone can compete with us. And you know why? Not because we're better than anyone. We just work harder. And if you work harder than anyone else, you can do anything. No one's going to work this hard. I love it. All right, good. 100%. Great stuff. Good stuff. You like it. Good. Now you got it then, whether you like it or not. It's going to happen anyway, So I don't know why I'm asking you, because I'm going to do it anyway. Too bloody late. Too bloody bad. It's happening. All right. Thank you very much indeed. Josh Monroe liked it. Good, good, good. All right. That'll give more for the trolls to complain about. Oh, now he's going live even more. Yep, that's right. That's right. Now I can really annoy you. Okay, good stuff. I will see you back with Trump's announcement shortly. Namisha, love it. Sounds good. Always nice to listen to business, real business news. Niels, lovely. Logan, it's what we appreciate about you, Martyn. Hey, do you know what? I make a follow-up. Everyone give me your comments. Everyone give me your comments and I'll make a video out of it. This is for Sensei. This is a members-only event. This is a message to Sensei to give him some encouragement, all right? Need some encouragement. So, Sensei plus. So, I want you to do comments like that, and I'm going to record that, record your comments in it, all right? So, let's do it again, but this time I'm going to add your comments. This is just for Sensei, all right? So, here we go. I'm going to add that one. In fact, I don't need to do that, do I? I can do it this way. Okay. This is a members only. All right, okay. It'll be recorded for members only. Nice one, Josh. Bloody right we do. Yeah. Sad, lonely people sitting around talking bloody nonsense. Right, okay, let's do it. Right. Sensei, this is for you. A few seconds ago, I made an announcement video telling everybody about our new service. You going live every morning doing the weather forecast, the financial forecast, the charts of the day, every trading day before me. An hour, if not sometimes more, if you feel like it, but definitely an hour they can rely on. I asked the Lucas aides for their thoughts, their comments, and to see what they thought about it, to show you their support. This is what they said. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Was wondering why I saw Sensei's video of the charts this morning. That's what Samuel Redner said. Namisha has said, Martyn, I'll be waking up at 4 a.m. now. Absolutely great. Namisha's going to get up early, Sensei, just to be with you. So there you go. Namisha's going to get up early just to be there with you. That was good. Mehmet Budak said he loves it. Kimberly says 100% love it. Saab said good. Kimberly also said great stuff. Josh Monroe gave a thumbs up. Namisha, I love it. And Neil said, sounds good. Always nice to listen to business, real business news. Logan said, it's what we appreciate about you, Martyn. We're always trying to find ways to give you more value, never increase the price, which includes inflation. And now we're adding this. Way to go, Sensei. Absolutely. Josh Monroe said a funny one. I thought this was funny. We always like to the trolls here. Yes, we do. The more we do, the more it annoys them. I don't know why they just don't click don't show me or go and get a life and do something with their lives rather than just troll me. But it's good. It's all good. It promotes me. The more we do, the more they troll, the more we get promotion, the more we grow, the more they troll. The idea is how many trolls can we get? I want to get 1,000 copycat videos. That's what I want. Copycat channels. We are proud of what you have accomplished, Sensei and Martyn. Samuel Redner. What a lovely message that is. There are other YouTube channels doing pre-markets, so you will get those viewers too. You're bloody right. You're bloody right, Namisha. We're coming after everyone. All right, don't matter who you are. Go Sensei. Awesome, said Saab. Much better option over CNBC. How about that? We always knew that anyway. We always knew that. It's nice that you've caught on though. This is like 24/5 trade tips. Yes, it is. And it's going to get more. We're just getting started. I'm going to build a whole team. So far, it's me, Sensei, and Vaz. 5 years from now, there'll be 20 people at least. Cool, Sensei. I love it. I just added that bit at the end. I'm saying I love it to cool Sensei. Right, appreciate all you both do. Wonderful stuff. So Sensei, I just wanted to add that. And to anyone listening, we're always increasing. We're trying to provide the best service possible. And tomorrow is the start of a new thing, a whole new world, just coming up to our 4th anniversary. Where will we be in another 4 years? I tell you where we'll be. I know exactly where we'll be in another 4 years. We'll be at least 1 million subscribers, and we'll be in every country of the world. We're already in 69, and we're just getting started. I think I've got a comment here right at the end. Thank you for keeping your family updated, Sensei. We thank you and Martyn for all you do for us. My absolute pleasure. All our pleasures. Myself, Sensei, Vaz, and all the team, everyone that gets involved. Alex, of course, works for us over on Discord. Everyone gets involved. That's it from me. Click above my head, down below in the description. Every morning before I go live, Sensei will be live doing the weather forecast of the day, the trading forecast, that is. Till next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. All of you, thank you for taking part in the stream. All right, I've got to go. I've got to put this together. I'll see you back in a bit for the Trump announcement. That's it from me. See you back for the next thing. Blimey. Have a nice time. See you in a bit. Take care of yourselves and each other.